Hello friends, James Stevenson back with a 3-year anniversary reminder of what was going on Twitter on July 2nd, 2020. Try and imagine in your mind what was going on as I check in with Loki, who is sleeping on the job as usual. Before sharing my desktop with you to show you, this tweet was the most popular thing on Twitter. July 2nd, 2020, SEC, three-letter acronym, middle word is Elon's. The SEC, of course, later sanctioned Elon's company and stole some of Elon's cash, fining him $20 million and Tesla $20 million as well. Sam Twits replied, "Elon, your short shorts line is ready, sir." Short shorts being a funny item that had been suggested at that point but didn't exist yet. So Elon said, "Not bad." I replied, "Over the last year, people have lost over $20 billion betting against Tesla. Don't bet against Elon Musk." Trademark. Steve Hamel 16. Let's take a look at this. So some fun artwork here from Nils Davey. This was in a, I don't know, like a Business Insider article about Elon Musk or something. I thought it was a pretty cool graphic. But here's the inset from Ehor. Let me move this so you can see it better. Yes, that's going to work out better. Over the last calendar year, Tesla shorts are down $20.57 billion in net of financing mark-to-market losses. Retweeting not an analyst who asked, "Do you have the 1-year Tesla short losses?" So it was only $20 billion at the time. Tesla short sellers have lost an additional $30 billion since then. So despite that huge run-up that happened in late 2019, and then again in the summer of 2020, right before this happened. Pretty funny. Let me close back out of this again. And keep scrolling down to Tim West at 87 Spider, who replied, "Such a needless waste of capital. The only benefit they've created was keeping the stock price lower than it otherwise would have been. Really sad to see that capital destroyed." Yeah, so somewhat true, the point Tim West is making there, that there's a temporary price drop impact from selling the stock short because they're eating up the ask on the market. There's the bid-ask spread, and the short sellers are buying to open. They're selling to open. Selling borrowed shares to open and then buying back later to close, hopefully at a lower price. In their case, it's backwards thinking, which is why it's hard to, you have to stop and think about it for a second, which is how they lost so much money. The amount of money you can lose shorting a stock is theoretically unlimited. The stock can just keep rising and rising and rising, making an ever larger multiple of the amount that you initially signed up for when you sold somebody else's shares. He who sells what isn't his'n must pay it back or go to prison, is the helpful reminder there. Dmitro Bratinov replied, "It's not destroyed, it's been moved in our direction, and we should thank Shorty Air Force for at least part of our profits." I mean, maybe a little bit true, maybe a slightly lower buying price. Johnny replied, "You don't know how shorts work, do you? It doesn't move in our direction at all. It's just gone when they have to pay back the shares that they borrowed." Yeah, that's kind of true. The brokerage is who's taking that profit. Then I replied, "Don't forget what Tesla Q was able to rent with their $20 billion, the right to call Tesla investors idiots on Twitter. Judging by Tesla historians' tweets, they may have gotten their money's worth." So that is your quick recap of what happened 3 years ago on Twitter. And there's Loki again trying to ignore me. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to click the like button. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting me, those of you who do, on Patreon or Twitter, or by joining my YouTube channel as my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com did. And I'll see you in the next one.